Now the second round of talk is being held in Islamabad. What are the outstanding issues remaining?
So I think that this talks was a game changer. I think misrepresentation by some people saying that the talks failed. I think it was just a pause, and it's a process. And the process is very much continuing. And if you just see what's coming out of the White House in the past 15, 16 hours, they're looking forward to talks again. So when J.D. Vance was leaving Islamabad, he had a little bit of a hard line, but we can see that there's a distinction, Kate.
Pakistan, acting as a major mediator, insisted that Lebanon is also part of the ceasefire, but apparently US and Israel have stated it was not. This could potentially be a very critical point in the second round of discussions. Any view on that?
I think that more important than Lebanon for both sides is the nuclear factor. I think that it is one of the core interests of Iran. And it is also a major issue from the Washington and Tel Aviv side. So that is a very major issue. And I think that Iran is ready to show flexibility on that for a limited period of time, not indefinitely to suspend uranium enrichment, but for a limited period of time. They also need that respite. It's a country that has been under sanctions for decades now, and they've been functioning pretty well. Their economy is still doing well for a developing country with sanctions. I visited it a few times, and it's very thriving. But they need that respite from sanctions and be actually able to become part of the Committee of Nations. And I think that deal can be reached in Islamabad. What I foresee is that Iranians will agree to a timeline brokered by Pakistan that will eventually be acceptable to the Trump administration. And I think that Israel will object to it, come what may, because they have a maximalist position: delay, falter, and sabotage the negotiations. So that maximalist position of Netanyahu and his Zionist government will continue. Right. But I think we see at this time, and it's being recognized by the people, some of the people in the Trump administration, that the convergence with Netanyahu is just so far, and then there's a divergence of interests between Netanyahu and Trump. And here is where I think the Trump administration will have to show courage and stand up. And I really think that Trump will come to Islamabad to sign this deal, and Lebanon will eventually have to be part of it, because Lebanon, as you know, is a soft state. It's a fragile state, and it has primarily been the Hezbollah that has been running in Lebanon for ages, till very recently. Hezbollah will not be reined in unless Israel withdraws from southern Lebanon, where it's completely taken over that part of the country. So I think that will be a very core interest for sure for Iran, but I don't think it will be a deal breaker.